Hey YouTube, Hill Country Husker. Appreciate you guys checking out my videos. Thank you to all the people that have subscribed. I really do appreciate that. If you like what you see, hope you will subscribe to my channel. I just want to say thanks for all that. Appreciate the comments, likes, dislikes. We're all here to learn and discuss what's going on. So I'm thick-skinned. You got something you want to say, something you like, let me know. Something you don't like, let me know. I do appreciate all the input, so keep it coming, guys. Thank you very much. I want to ask a question. Learned something today, didn't know about. It's called the Bank Secrecy Act. Curious how many out there know what that is. I wasn't familiar with it. Did a little digging. Actually, I'm on the IRS.gov site right now, so I'm assuming this is legitimate since it is government. What the Bank Secrecy Act is, it was an act passed by Congress in 1970, and was a law that was created to help fight money laundering. I guess primarily, I don't know if it was organized crime or if it was from the drug trades, drug cartels. I think that's mostly where it's been receiving a lot of attention since it was enacted. Was stopping drug trafficking and the laundering of the money from the drug trade, which is good. Okay, I'm all right with that. Just like everything else that the government does, they tend to pass a law that does a good thing, and in the end it ends up taking away the personal freedoms of the citizens. So same thing I see happening here with this. It's what it's doing. It's basically the Bank Secrecy Act. I think it's also called the Anti-Laundering something. What it is, it limits the amount of cash transactions that a business or an individual can do. It's basically saying if you transact over $10,000, you've got a bunch of government paperwork that you have to fill out. If you don't do it, you get under investigation. You've got to file it on your tax forms. There's a form 8300, report of cash payments. So it's doing away with the ability to transact in cash, U.S. dollars. There's a story out that I was reading, what kind of first led me to this, where, let me back up. Who would this affect? Probably not so much me. I mean, I work for a large corporation that pays me a wage, and everything I do is governed or overseen by the government, and I'm transparent. But say I was a small business owner. Say I owned maybe a restaurant, bar and grill, or a small tavern, or maybe I had a small produce stand. I would say I was a small farmer, and I sold my produce down at the local farmers market, or wherever. I'm a small business owner. Those are the people that are affected by this, that deal on a cash basis. There's a story where a farmer, I believe he's out of Maryland, who basically was under the radar on this, the $10,000 limit, but one month he had a good month. So he goes in to make his deposit. The bank says, well, you've got to fill out this form, blah, 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 blah. He says, I'll just kind of keep this below I'll deposit it, but I'm going to do it in increments. Well, that set up the red flags. Looked like he was trying to launder money. Basically what he's trying to do, he's trying to deposit less cash money in the bank than what he's actually earned. Well, he's not. He was trying to spread it out over a shorter period of time so he wouldn't have to fill out all the paperwork that was required. He wasn't trying to do anything illegal. So the government comes in, swoops in. I think they ended up taking about half of his earnings. This is a small farmer who they operate on a thin margin as it is. To have the government coming in and dipping a large amount of their bonus money out of their account, they're just devastating to these guys. So that's how government run amok, is screwing up the freedoms of the citizens, of you and of me, and of these small business owners who operate on cash. So just another thing for us to look out for with the government, and how they're affecting our lives. I know I do a lot of cash transactions because I don't want to be tied to Big Brother looking at my credit card bills. Something to watch out for, guys. Do some research on it. It's called the Bank Secrecy Act, 1970. It's been amended through the years, especially with the Patriot Act after things happened on September 11th. Do some research. Tell me where I'm wrong. Leave me your comments. Subscribe if you like what you see. I appreciate it. Just my thoughts. Hill Country Husker.